Pamela? What day is it?
It's Wednesday. Are you sick, Ryan? Do you have that norovirus that's going around?
No. The clocks went forward on Sunday. I lost an hour of sleep, and now it's Wednesday, but I thought it was Thursday.
That was 4 days ago, and it was just an hour.
Did I miss 10 things you need to know?
Wow, you're really mixed up from springing forward. We're doing 10 things today since yesterday was Pi Day.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm Pamela Kirkland.
Actually, I'm Pamela Kirkland.
Oh, right. And I'm Ryan Willard. It's
Wednesday, March 15th, and this is the 10 News.
Here, 10 things you need to know.
Processing.
First up, those California snowstorms aren't over yet. Another atmospheric river caused massive snow and heavy rain over the weekend up and down California. Residents hurried to clear roofs, dig out, and prepare for flooding before the most recent round of snow and rain. Remember, these storms can make travel very dangerous. An 81-year-old man survived a week trapped in his SUV inside a snowbank. Former NASA mathematician Jerry Jouret got stuck in a snowstorm in California wearing nothing but a light windbreaker. He used a towel and quilt to keep warm and only had some croissants, biscotti, and candy to survive on for the week. Rescuers spotted his car while refueling their helicopter, and his family is glad to have him home.
Yes!
This is why it's always good to carry croissants. Social media site Twitter has so few staff after layoffs that employees have said they can't stop trolls from abusing other users. And Twitter owner Elon Musk publicly mocked a disabled former employee.
What?
Norwegian Twitter worker Haraldur Thorleifsson suffers from muscular dystrophy and wasn't sure if he'd been fired in the latest round of Twitter layoffs. He tweeted Elon Musk to ask, and Musk mocked his disability and told him he was fired. After outrage from Twitter users and the media, Musk apologized and recognized that he was in the wrong.
In Ukraine, a fresh wave of Russian missile strikes have destroyed more of the country's infrastructure. Power was cut off by Russian bombing at the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant. Backup power is back on, and experts remind us that even if the power plant loses backup power or is shelled, any potential disaster will be contained to 5 to 7 miles around the plant itself. Still, the head of the UN's International Atomic Energy Agency says Russia is playing a dangerous game.
Okay, that's bad.
Citizens are protesting in Israel against planned changes to their Supreme Court. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu plans to weaken the court's power. He says it's to give the people more freedom, but thousands of Israeli protesters say it's a power grab. In a win for the climate, scientists have discovered a new, more efficient way to get CO2 out of the atmosphere. CO2, despite being one of the major gases causing climate change, is very spread out in the atmosphere, so previous technology has needed a lot of energy to remove it. And then there's the problem of storage. Where can we put the CO2 we remove? But the new technique developed by scientists at Lehigh University in Pennsylvania stores the gas safely in the ocean as bicarbonate of soda, aka baking soda.
No way!
Although only in the planning stages, this could be very good news for stopping or even reversing climate change.
Nice.
What happens when a bank goes bust? Silicon Valley Bank is a big lender for startups, and last week, the bank collapsed. But the people who had money in the bank will get it back, eventually.
Okay.
How does a bank fail? In the case of SVB, higher interest rates played a role. When we put our money in the bank, it doesn't just sit there. The bank uses our money to make money, investing in stocks, bonds, and real estate. So even though the money is safe at the bank, it's not physically there. And if some of the bank's investments lose value because of higher interest rates, the bank can't pay their bills and employees. SVB announced they were low on funds, which caused a run on the bank, where lots of customers withdrew their money at the same time. If too many people try to take their money out at the same time and the bank can't pay everyone, the FDIC, or Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, steps in to protect people's money, and the bank closes. But SVB was so important to startups that this could have a big impact on the economy. And it took a legal battle to decide the name of a cheese. The U.S. court ruled that cheese made in the U.S. can be called Gruyere.
Delicious!
French and Swiss cheesemongers, or cheesemakers, argued that Gruyere cheese can only be called Gruyere if it comes from a particular region of France and Switzerland. In Europe, there are strict designations of origin about what food can be named. Champagne is only champagne if the grapes that make it are from the Champagne region of France. These origin laws affect mustards, cheeses, meats, and drinks. The new U.S. court ruling essentially says that these rules don't apply in the U.S.
The Academy Awards were held Sunday night, and history was made when Michelle Yeoh won Best Actress, Ke Huy Quan won Best Supporting Actor, Jamie Lee Curtis won Best Supporting Actress, and the Best Picture winner was the film that brought them all together, Everything Everywhere All at Once, which took home 7 total awards, including Best Director, Best Original Screenplay, and Best Editing.
Way to go.
Other big winners include Best Song, Natu Natu from Indian film RRR, the song that's a huge social media hit and the first Best Song winner from an Indian film. The German film All Quiet on the Western Front was another big winner. The stars in Hollywood were in attendance, and so was the youngest Nobel Peace Prize winner, Malala Yousafzai.
Awesome.
And for superstitious tenors, Wednesday, March 15th is the Ides of March. It's considered a day of bad luck because in ancient Rome, in the middle of the month, or Ides, it was the day you had to pay your debts. Then it became even more notorious because it was the day Roman Emperor Julius Caesar was murdered by his fellow senators.
Wow!
His famous last words were, "Et tu, Brute." But in reality, he never said it. Caesar tried to escape and fight off his attackers, and he did not have any time to say, "Brutus, how could you?"
That was 10 things you need to know.
Next week, we'll be unmixed up and back on track with 10 things you need to know on Tuesday and our regular episode on Wednesday.
I'm Pamela Kirkland.
And I'm Ryan Willard. Thanks for listening to the 10 News.
Data transfer complete.